All right. I wanted to make this video here just so you can understand my passion, okay? Until Dawn, one of the most popular and biggest decision-based storyline games, just got a remake for a movie. And let's just say it wasn't reviewed well by the community. Yeah. Wardrobe change. Got kind of cold in here. But yeah, today in this video, we're going to be going over what they could have done better, what they did wrong, what the people are saying. I don't want to make this video super negative. I don't want to go over all the bad things that they did in this teaser, but yeah, let's try not to focus on the negative.
All right, Until Dawn. I don't know if you guys have seen this or not. Until Dawn recently just dropped a trailer. Their first look at the new movie they're going to drop in around April. This is the teaser, I believe. So,
if you played the game, you would know that it's about say how much is there, like six?
There's like six or like, yeah,
however many teenagers. A lot of teenagers in it, and they go to these winter lodges every year, and these winter lodges are in like the middle of nowhere.
Basically, one of these Nepo babies, their daddy owns a cottage in like the hills.
Facts.
On a mountain.
Their dad definitely owns one.
They literally own a lodge that you have to take a ski lift to get to the house. That's the type of money you're messing with. The whole premise of this is that they get into a little trouble, you know, like creatures start coming out left and right trying to murder them, and then the whole thing is that they have to wait. They have to be able to make it until dawn. They have to stay alive for 8 hours while being hunted by these things called Wendigos,
psychopath,
and
just fate. The butterfly effect itself could kill them.
Every choice you make in that game will affect you later on.
And you have to do that for 8 hours until someone comes and saves you, basically. Yes. So, this is the trailer. This is the trailer for the movie that they're putting out, and apparently they already filmed it, and it's coming out in April.
As a huge fan of the Until Dawn game and how cinematic it was, I thought a lot about how we can continue the story without just giving the audience the same experience that they got when they were playing.
Yo, that's a girl from Granddaughter.
Who is she playing in the movie?
No clue. Honestly, she is really good, so I'm like, I don't really care. I just...
Facts, yeah.
What is that? Is she...
Wait, was that a waterfall?
Yeah, wait, time out. Wait a minute.
First of all, I've noticed that this is not set in the winter, like how it normally was in the video game. So, like, where did this storyline come from?
To survive, they have to make it until dawn.
What? I don't know. Does that make sense? Nah, play it back. It feels like they didn't play the video game at all.
I wrote some things down. Here were my points, right? My points were no snow. I didn't really understand the whole point of calling it Until Dawn and then not setting the scene in the cabin in the lodge, taking the ski lift up to the lodge, you know. I didn't really understand that because the whole point of it is the fact that they're stranded and the only way they can't be saved until dawn, and the whole reason for that is because no one can find a way to get up there besides by helicopter.
By helicopter or taking the ski lodge. And it
was broken.
Yeah, and they
so
broke
it's
it.
Like,
it doesn't look like they went along with the story. Where's the black guy? First of all, where's the athletic black guy that was in the video game? Where's he at?
All right. Another point that I found very weird was the conflicting storylines. Like in the game, right? There are a lot of scenes in it where the snow is a very big part of the story. Like for instance, that one scene where, I don't know if you guys played it or not, but there's this one scene in it where one of the two leading characters, a guy and a girl, they have a snowball fight, right? And in that snowball fight, you make a lot of decisions that can affect you in the long period, right? And them choosing to not add snow just kind of takes it all away. Like that scene's gone. The scene with the squirrel and the gun is gone. There's so many scenes I feel like that add so much to the story that they're just taking away. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to clarify that because I'm not gonna lie, I started stuttering on stream. But
in the trailer, in the teaser, they say that the movie has this mechanic where it kind of restarts itself, and the people, the actors or whatever, they get another chance to
Yeah.
redo the movie. They get a chance to redo it, and essentially, he said it's like they're in this whole nother horror movie.
Yeah, and apparently like something else is haunting them or something. I'm like, is this Goosebumps, nigga? Like, what is this?
What do you mean by that? So you're telling me right now, if one of them dies, right, the clock is just gonna turn back like 5 minutes, and then they're no longer cooked? Wait, so now we're playing with immortality.
Facts. What is the storyline here? Why doesn't it look like the actual video game?
Another point I had was random. I just wanted to go over who they casted for the movie. You know, I didn't really have any problems. You know, I like seeing newer, fresher faces. You know, I'm glad they didn't put anybody who's too well known.
Facts. I'm glad they didn't
honestly,
put
because
motherfucking Zac Efron in this.
You know, ain't no one trying to see Timothy Chalamet on.
Yeah, like for real.
Oh yeah, no offense.
I'm glad they didn't pick. Yeah, it's already set to drop in April.
This literally is not Black Mirror. Like,
it feels like a Netflix episode.
One thing also that was pointed out to me is, you know, how are they gonna do with the whole? Because they basically, essentially, by them not adding snow, they're taking away so many scenes, right?
So many scenes.
Like in the first,
like
for example, in one of the scenes where the girl and I forgot his name, one of the leading dudes, they had a snowball fight.
Oh yeah.
What? So that and that, honestly, like, there's a lot of things that happen in the snow that are a crucial part to the story. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, the whole like him trying to shoot a squirrel with the gun.
Like, what happened to the guy with the flamethrower that was killing? You know what I mean? Like, and he was in full get-up gear, like he was in the winter for like hella long. And then like, what happened to the mines like that the Wendigo lived in? And like, that's not a thing anymore.
Weird part, because it's like they say it's an adaptation, but it's like.
It seems like you've made your own movie.
It seems like you've made your own movie and just like slapped on the title Until Dawn. Because realistically, this is not Until Dawn. This is like a psychological horror thriller movie.
Yeah.
Like, that you guys slap the name onto. Now, don't get me wrong, bro. I'll be in theaters watching, you know? Like, I'm not one to stray away just because they changed a couple things in the writing.
And the from what I'm seeing, this actually looks like a cool storyline. But it just don't call it Until Dawn if it's not Until Dawn, really.
And you know, I mean, I'm not even.
Right, let's see what the comments say.
Because it's not just me, you know. I feel like everyone kind of shares this sentiment, you know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This was not well received by the public. But that's the thing, though. What do you do if you're in this situation? Do you remake the movie? Let me open this up to the audience. If this was you guys and it was very poorly received by the community that would be watching, what would you do? Would you reshoot the whole movie and play it to accurate, like how it's supposed to be portrayed in the video game, or would you say fuck it, put it out, and if it's poorly received, it's poorly received? Because reshooting a movie does take a lot of money. I'll give you that. They couldn't even afford snow. See, like. Then people are gonna start saying this. Like, this is the problem with Hollywood. This is everyone's problem with Hollywood. The fact that you guys are making adaptations of stuff that you guys aren't. They're not really adaptations. They're just kind of like seeming like money grabs.
And you know what's funny too? Like, someone's described it perfectly. They said this is basically like a Dark Pictures type of movie instead of a Until Dawn movie. And that's just like that's like facts.
That's facts, bro. Especially what happened to the butterfly effect and all the. And all like the tiki like stuff they would find, and they would all come back full circle.
Yeah, like the whole point of it is the fact that like every choice that you make affects your decision. So like if they're literally just making decisions and then being able to go back on,
it doesn't make sense.
I don't know. That's not Until Dawn. That's literally not what makes it.
Doesn't make sense. They can't like you can't like make a decision and be like, oh, like I'm just gonna come back anyway. So
yeah, I know. That's the thing. I don't want to make this video like all the negatives stuff that they could have done. I like the fact that they got a cast that's not well known.
Yeah.
I like the fact that some of the people are known, but there's no big faces in it. I like the fact that they did that. Even considering that, you know, like depending on who you speak to, like even the people in the video game were kind of big in their own regard, you know?
Yeah, even the people in the video game side were actual like actors with long careers and shit. Like.
Yeah, so I'm glad they got some new faces in there for sure.
Final thoughts? I'll say this.
Final thoughts, I'll say I see what they were trying to do. I do think that they dropped the ball on this a little bit in terms of it being received by the public, and also like some of the choices that they made in the, like, you know, stylistically, you know, like them choosing not to have snow and them choosing to essentially not use like the real settings. From final thoughts, I would say, like all movies, I'm down for a good movie. If it's a good movie, it's a good movie. I'll be in theaters nonetheless.
My final thoughts: scrap the movie, bro. Throw the whole movie away. You want me to be honest? If I was him, I swear to God, if I was him, I would have restarted the whole thing. I would have restarted the whole thing and be like, yo, they don't fuck with it.
Yeah. They don't Let's go back.
I'm like, you guys are right. My bad. I'll follow the
Yeah, you're right. I try to be different, though. I try
to be different. Like, if anything, this would make a great Until Dawn 2. Like, this is not like good for the original.
No, this is not good for the original. This would make a good second movie, you know, but a good first, you know.
No,
hell no. Go back to the drawing board. And get it right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just so we can get.
Yeah.
You guys could really make this a real thing, you know.
And Gary, what's his name? Gary Doberman. Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie. Pack it up, man. Either fix the script or pack it up, man. Shit's looking crazy right now. The public does not like this movie at all. From looking at it, it looks like someone who didn't play the game at all, and then like someone kind of just verbally told him what the game was loosely about, and then like didn't mention all the stuff like snow and like all the other stuff. And Wendigo was like didn't mention any of that and just told him what it was about, and he was like, oh, let's make a movie.
Yeah, no, but that's exactly they just gotta change the way that they're selling it. Don't add Until Dawn onto it. If it's not Until Dawn.
Yeah.
Slap whatever name you want onto it. But
whatever you want, man.
But that is not Until Dawn. Honestly, if you like, and if they do something like, if they do just slap it on, with there being like some of the settings change, I'm gonna be real, it's not gonna go the way you want it to, bro.
Yeah, it's not.
I promise you.
The internet will you will have your comeuppance. The internet will tell people to not watch this movie, and then when it's poorly reviewed, people will not watch the movie, and it's gonna flop immensely. And that's the thing, funny.
The thing is, it's like you're saying like they should just like market it differently, bro. If they're gonna do that, they gotta change the whole name.
Yeah, if they do that,
because you guys are profiting off the fact that it's called Until Dawn, but it's not Until Dawn. Like that's literally not what it is.
All right, I kind of wanted to take a moment to read you guys some of the comments that people were saying, because I feel like some people are not going to believe me that like this was poorly received or whatever. Guys, like I'm not lying to you. A lot of people are not messing with this so far. Like one of them says, I don't know, but the mansion/cabin setting in the middle of the mountains is way more frightening than a house outside the suburbs. Facts. Basically, it's Until Dawn in name only. Hype went from 100 to 0 in 1 minute. That's crazy work. Should have called it Dark Pictures because those games all share the same game mechanics conceptually as Until Dawn, but the people associate the name Until Dawn with the specific story of that game. That is facts. Yo, and like people are coming at the writer too. You know, as a fan of the Until Dawn game, proceeds to scrap the whole story plot of the game and create a new one. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Maybe I'm not even trying to like look for these. These are all on the top, most liked. Why is it at some random house? Hey, so there's definitely something here. However, if this wasn't labeled, I would have had no idea that it was Until Dawn. I'm not tripping, guys. Like this is like people are, you know, the people have spoken. Someone says no Indigos, no mountain cottage, no snow. This isn't Until Dawn. This one is kind of funny. Someone said this movie better have multiple different endings in every theater. That was funny.
But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and you know, in the comments below and stuff like that.